No pants, so that's what you got. Look at my cotton Dockers jeans strongs. Look at you rocking your Wrangler long johns, yo uppins. Your pants are out of style. Shane McMahon's gonna come back next week and your pants will be on fire, cause you got no pants! No pants in here! That stupid rap about pants took me about 20 minutes to actually get down. What is going on, everybody? My name is Brandon from Your Average Noob. I'm going to try and keep this Raw reaction down to 5 minutes. Leading off Raw, Triple H comes out, pulls off an authority promo. Of course, Ambrose interrupts. That's when I started noticing the weird signs in the crowd. There was somebody holding a Happy Birthday Bieber sign, which was stupid. And then there was somebody holding a sign that said, Festivus yes, Bagels no. And I laughed because that's a Seinfeld reference. Seinfeld's my favorite show, but I still don't understand what that sign was doing at Raw. Then Triple H and Ambrose made Oscar jokes. It was weird and awkward. And kind of oddly enough, Ambrose asked for a title shot, and Triple H said he was going to take it under advisement, and he better get ready because he was going to give Ambrose the night off. But now he's going to have to face Alberto Del Rio with the whole League of Nations at the side of the ring, which would end up being our main event of the night, which I'll get back to in 1 minute. So the first match of the night is Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks in the number one contenders match to see who takes on Charlotte at WrestleMania 32. JBL at some point mixed up who Sasha Banks was and Becky Lynch was. Good job, JBL. Hashtag fire JBL. Also hashtag get Brandon a date with Becky. It was a Becky Lynch match. You know what the drill is at this point. The match ended really awkwardly though. Sasha went for a sunset flip off of the turnbuckle, and she came down and Becky landed fine, and she basically landed on her back like she was supposed to, but Sasha kind of awkwardly went back on her back, and it was a double pin, but the ending was really weird, and Sasha, it didn't seem natural, and the match ended, and now they don't know what they're going to do. It's obviously leading up to a triple threat at WrestleMania. It's just a matter of getting to that point, and we just don't know what's going to happen yet. We just know what's going to happen, if that makes any sense. It's going to happen, we just don't know what's going to happen. Next match, The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. You knew The Miz wasn't really being pushed that much in this match because he didn't even get his entrance televised. He was already in the ring. Dolph Ziggler comes out to his entrance. Miz beats Ziggler in about a minute 30. 20 seconds, who knows? I was so mad. I'm like, what the hell is this? I mean, Miz comes out and beats Ziggler? What is it, his annual win he needs for the WWE? What the heck? Is this to get him more notoriety before he goes and films the Marine 34? Next thing that happened, Steph came out. She gave an amazing promo about her brother and the company and all that. It was actually really, really well done. It was one of Stephanie's best promos yet. If you haven't seen it, go to the WWE YouTube channel, check it out. It was actually really well done. Lucha Dragons versus Sheamus and Rusev from the League of Aggravation. League of Nations wins because they need to push the League of Nations even though Wade Barrett's going to be gone in very soon times. Ryback versus Adam Rose in a squash match because Ryback's turning into a beast now and Adam Rose is somebody who can get squashed and still look okay. Welcome to the Jobbing Revolution. Then they did this really weird segment with Renee Young and Natalya, and there's just a Subway sandwich and a cup sitting there, and Natalya was basically whoring herself out for a Subway promo? ? Next thing you know, Nikki Bella's gonna be doing a promo for the doctor who did her boob job. Next match was Y2AJ versus The New Day, and I kept on seeing on Twitter people were like, oh, I hope Y2AJ's not a thing. Get used to it. It's here to stay probably, and I'm just gonna call it now. Y2AJ, Chris Jericho, and AJ Styles are probably gonna end up being tag team champions at some point. It might not be a long reign, but it's gonna happen. And of course, Chris challenges The New Day to the championship match next week on Raw. Next thing, Mr. McMahon comes out and he still gives his strut to the audience, even though that Nashville audience was bad. I mean, you could barely hear them. They were almost incoherent. They basically weren't even there. They're just kind of who wrestling? I don't know what a Nashville accent sounds like. It was just oh yeah, look, there's some wrestlers. Let's just watch. Let's not do anything because you don't want to get too loud so they don't get distracted or whatnot. Who knows? But the place was as quiet as a cemetery. Good segue into The Undertaker coming out. His entrance was longer than him being in the ring talking. He literally said, the blood that spills in the cell is going to be on your hands, McMahon, and then walked away. A lot of people were getting pissed off about that on Twitter. I'm like, what do you want? Undertaker doesn't say much. Sorry. Then there was a Golden Truth vignette. Moving on. Then Brie Bella's getting interviewed in the back, and then Lana's there, and she's saying, oh, you're not a real woman because your man doesn't support you like my man does. Of course, she's talking about Rusev, who's played a bear in The Revenant, and got a lot of back hair. I mean, if Lana's into big hairy guys, I mean, where do I put it in an application? I mean, look at this. I gotta do something with it. So before I can even get over that part of Raw, Brie Bella and Naomi, of course, Naomi are having a match. Bandana Pants gets the win, even after Brie went into cheese mode. Get it? Brie? Like the cheese, but Brie mode, cheese mode. You'll get it, like, tonight or something. Later today, you'll be like, aha, I get it. And of course, Tamina was sitting there because Tamina had to do something because, you know, Tamina sucks. And, you know, she needs to be out there for some reason. And then it was time to announce the next inductees into the WWE Hall of Fame, class of 2016. It was nobody else but the fabulous Freebirds. And let me say, after watching the documentary on WCCW, I have a whole new respect for the fabulous Freebirds. I just thought, like, I'm going to watch this to see, like, the story about the Von Erichs, but holy crap. The fabulous Freebirds are something to behold, and just if you haven't, go back and watch that documentary. Just if you don't have the WWE Network, go watch it on YouTube or something like that if you can find it. It's such a cool documentary, and like I learned a lot of respect for that tag team. I mean, without that tag team, the New Day wouldn't be able to hold the belts because we wouldn't have the rule of 3 guys being able to hold a 2 championship tag team championship. It's actually called the Freebird rule, I'm pretty sure, or the fabulous Freebird rule. And of course, that brings us to our main event match, Alberto Del Rio versus Dean Ambrose. So on this night, Ambrose has basically been selling the whole time, which is so cool. Something about Del Rio, he's got to get a different finisher because he keeps on doing that stomp from the turnbuckle, and it's just not natural. I mean, you have to get the guy in a weird position to begin with, and he kind of has to bend up to take it, and he did it off the barricade again. I'm like, no, you did that already at Fastlane. You're not allowed to do it again. It doesn't work. It doesn't have the same oomph factor as it did before. So Del Rio, you either gotta get a new finisher, or you gotta find something else to make this move work. Like, do it somewhere else or something, because it's just not working for me. I don't think it's working for anybody. But right as the match is going on, cue Triple H's suit music, which is, of course, the King of Kings music. He only comes out to the game when he's dressed up in his leather jacket and his t-shirt and jeans. He comes to the ring, tells Ambrose, you want your championship match? You got it, and says some stuff about being authority and following authority and blah, blah, blah. And then Dean just comes out and just socks him. I don't know if the crowd just like woke up, but like they started like getting loud. They were really behind Ambrose. So everybody's getting jacked up, and then of course Hunter puts him down with a pedigree. And he walks away, and Dean does something brilliant. He crawls to the microphone. He doesn't pick up the microphone. He crawls to the microphone and just says, Hunter, thanks. And it just drove Triple H nuts, and Triple H goes down there and he just starts beating him again, and he throws him through the table, and he throws Byron Saxton as to say, okay, you're not getting caught throwing anybody else blood capsules this week, and then just proceeds to just beat Dean Ambrose on the frickin' announce table. And then he finally leaves, goes up the ramp, and Dean Ambrose is just laying on the table, and you can hear people say, stay down, Dean. Like, it's like, wow. Dean Ambrose is getting a huge reaction from the WWE Universe right now, and he can ride this momentum a long way. Like, it might not pay off right now or in the next couple months, but eventually, Dean Ambrose is gonna get big, and it's because he's just doing brilliant things, and he's arguably the most popular face in the WWE right now. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Make sure to leave a like or dislike on the video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel as well as my gaming channel, Your Average Noob, and share the video with all your friends. Now, if you don't mind, I have to go take a shower because I was like trying to I was dancing around while I was watching Raw just to get some exercise because I didn't want to go outside. It was snowing. Don't judge me.